camera, which I don't think is actually a better camera, but who can say? It gives you more depth. Um, one more thing. Okay. Coming in for a landing in your own body-mind system. And just for a second, have a little shake. Shake off whatever happened before this. Shaking and letting go. Squeaky Deaky is in his full charge around action. So let some of your own zoomies out. Maybe you don't have any zoomies. So maybe it's like awakening the potential for zoomies. Awaken the potential for zoomies in your own body mind system. So a gentle shake and bounce. Shake, bounce, shake, bounce. We had a huge rain on Thursday. Actually, it started when I was out here teaching, which was really nice. And now it's much cooler. So it's not as hot as it's been. Shake, start to slow down your shake. Slow-mo shaking. Is there such a thing as slow motion shaking? Let's find out. Ah, just feel your body in your space. Do some novel movement. Do something that is not your normal way of moving. Just what does that even mean? How do you do something that isn't your normal way of moving? Just waking up your kinesphere, inviting your body mind system into your space with you, inviting your sensations to come online, to feel what it feels like to be here right now in your body, letting go of all the stories of your body and just being present with the sensations of your body. And from here, we're just going to do a really simple weight shift from side to side. As you're shifting your weight from side to side, look in one direction, look in the other direction. So you're weight shifting and you're checking out the horizon line. I am outside. I have a pretty far field of depth to look out. And so for you, as you're looking around, see if you can see things that are really close, like I can see this plant, and then also seeing things that are further away. So seeing what is close up and seeing what is further away, taking in your environment, shifting your weight from side to side, looking around you. It doesn't have to be a big twist, but letting your brain stem get the information that you are safe, or at least that you are safe enough. Safe enough to have some freedom in your body, safe enough to let go of some of the crusty, crunchy holding that might be in there. All right, and let's rub our hands together, doing the lymph flush, taking your right hand to your left collarbone. So I'm going to go above and below the collarbone, 2 fingers above, 2 fingers below, right hand to left, really gentle, just moving the tissue, but really also like sometimes I see people and they're like this, like barely doing anything. Get the whole expanse. We want to open up the main pathway for the lymph flow to return into the subclavian vein, which is under your clavicle, subclavian, under the clavicle. So we're moving that tissue to encourage the return and the spaciousness, the openness of that pathway. Same thing on the other side, left hand to right. Just letting yourself drop down, letting yourself let go of any kind of, and be like, I'm just here. I'm just here right now in my body. There's not a whole lot of all the other things don't matter so much. Just for now, being here in your body, coming around the angle of the jaw, right around here. Really gentle, like I'm using all my fingers and just gently circling in there, coming around the angle of the jaw. And I'm even coming under my teeth. We have lymph in our teeth, right? Sometimes we think that things are kind of like, this is how it is, and there's nothing that we can change. But there are things that we can change. There is aliveness going on in our bodies in many places. So we want to make sure that that teeth lymph is teeth, the lymph of the teeth is draining. And then we're going to come and we're just going to pull down. So I'm going to go from in front, back of my ear and just pull down my sternocleidomastoid, this big muscle right here. For many of us on the East Coast, it is morning. And in the morning, your glymph, your glial lymph is draining from around your brain. So we want to make sure that that is open. The lymph that was cleaning the brain while you're sleeping, which is why it is so important to get sleep. That is when the clearing out happens. Coming in next to your nose, little circles. Oh, that one feels a little tender to me today. So if anything is tender, be very gentle. We're not trying to force, shove. We're trying to be like, ah. So that's the energy. Ah, soft, gentle energy, not energy. And as I move it more, it becomes less tender. Then coming under your cheekbone. So from that nose place, under your cheekbone, right in there. You can squish up your face, open up your face, mobilizing the tissue, just encouraging the tissue to kind of wring itself out. Things are moving. It's not just stuck. And we'll do rubbing your hands together, 10 little dragons running through the forest, qigong exercise. Really getting your fingertips, again, as gently, or this can be more intense if it feels good to you, but listen into your preference. What feels good on your skin, on your hair follicles, on your body, and work at that level. So I'm trying to get all of the whole forest to have a nice little romp by the 10 little dragons. And then you're going to come around right at the base of your, like if you nod up and down the base of your cranium there, just you're going to pull. I'm going to show you like this from the center out, right sort of at the base of your hairline, nape of your neck, along your neck, just opening up that. Again, not super hard. We're not jamming in there, but working with a pressure that feels good. All right, coming down to the K27 points, just below your clavicle. There should be a little indentation. You can see like where I go down, that my fingers go right in there. Circles in there. And it could be, some people do it like this. I like my finger and thumb. It feels good to me to do it this way. You can try both directions. See which one feels good to you. Yeah, for me, it feels good to go clockwise with both of them at the same time. It might be different for you. Squeaky has calmed down. He is now in his little bateau on the blue ocean of the porch. And he's probably almost invisible, but his little head is popping out over there. All right, thymus thump with some Tarzan. Oh, so the thymus thump is really like here in the center, but I like to take it out to the edge and go full silverback. Claiming my territory. Ooh, okay. Next thing, we're coming back to the lymph flush. Right hand to your left armpit peck, just getting in there. And mobilizing the tissue. Again, we're not trying to injure ourselves or poke holes in our body. We are trying to get the whole bunch of tissue to move around and clear the lymphatic flow. And there's a lot of lymph nodes there in your armpit. Same thing on the other side, left to right. And then we're going to come in, Sister Kylie. Instead of jamming our fingers, we're going to do some breath work. So the breath work is going to be a big inhale, big exhale. In through your nose, out through your mouth. You might want to have some tissues nearby, although we're breathing out through our mouth. If you breathe out through your nose, sometimes snot will fly. So we're going to do, let's do kind of a little more energetic version of this. If you look at my, you can see how much I'm pumping my diaphragm. So I'm also going to add arms. I'm going to reach up and come down. We'll do it 12 times. If your tempo is different than mine, totally fine. You do not have to go at my speed. Go at your speed. Here we go. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. We're going to have a couple more breaths, but really gentle breaths. Inhale up. Exhale. Ah, let go. Come in for a landing on the ground. Inhale up. Ah, soft landing. Inhale up. Ah, feeling the space around you. And then we'll come in. So that would have been Sister Kylie, but that's right under our diaphragm. So that deep diaphragmatic breathing is going to get Sister Kylie, I think, better than just jamming your fingers in there. We're going to come to the inguinal fold. So between your, right there, right? Between your pubic bone and your hip bones, right in that little fold, the crease, and going slightly above it, especially good for clearing all the lymphatic stuff around your business. I've heard some really funny words for the, I think like your crunch, your minge, all the different things. Your clunch. That's what it was. It was an English person, something like that. You want to let it have some movement and clarity, especially since we sit so much. So if you're sitting a lot, you want to make sure that you're getting this lymph flush, getting some movement in your body, giving your body an opportunity to clear away the waste. And then right behind the eye of the knee, right in that little indentation. So I'm kind of like tree frog grabbing the skin and then moving the skin and the fascia. Good. And then come up, another little shake. We're going to do some contralateral movement. So cross body movement, opening up. You're just going to elbow to knee and a big side step. Contralateral cross body movement. Great for our nervous systems. Great for our little brainicles. If you're having issues with balance, you might just make this work in any way. How would I make it work? Have a table in front of you to hold onto. Don't hit it with your knees. Don't make the movement as big. You could also just do this. Right here, you're going to get the cross crawl with 2 feet on the floor. But if you can go big, go big. So now I'm hitting my knees with my elbow. I'm going to go to my hand to my ankle, reaching further away. Ideally, pushing your foot off the floor, pointing your toes, waking up your feet. Good. And then we're going to take it to the back, crossing, touching in the back. And again, if you're having balance issues, just reach behind you, reach and cross, touch around, right? So that is an option. Not going for the big steps, go for something smaller. Always make it work for you. Find a way. Don't be afraid to be creative, right? If it doesn't work the way that I'm doing it, find a way for you to do it. Some movement is better than no movement. All right, coming in, circles with your pelvis, big circles, lubricating up your hip sockets. Again, what are we doing? We're moving that whole area. And when we move, we're also having that lymphatic flow move through our body. So movement is super important to clear the fluid flow, to have the filtration systems in our body really online and working well. That includes our cerebral spinal fluid, which is bolstering and nourishing our brain and spinal cord. Good. Let's circle our shoulders. Big circles, rib cage, lungs, and heart opening. So I'm arching and curling. I'm bending my knees as I do these circles in my shoulders, and then up and over. And then let's do waves from the ground up. So from the bending your knees through your pelvis, through your chest, out through your head. If it feels awkward, don't worry. Doesn't have to be big, just getting movement through your body. And feel what tempo feels good. I was going kind of fast, and then my body was like, maybe try it slow. See how it feels slow. Just staying present in your system, listening in. And then let's come in and we're going to do head first, side to side. Head leads the way, letting your head go off vertical. In life, so often our heads are leading the way. But sometimes our pelvis is leading the way. And sometimes our heart is leading the way. Ideally, our head, our heart, and our pelvis are all on the same page. That is coherence in your body. So let's just do a couple of deep breaths with coherent breathing. You're going to inhale up for 6, exhale down for 6. If your tempo needs to be different than mine, that's totally fine. Exhale everything out. Inhale up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's make it bigger. Inhale an arch. 2, 3. Look to the heavens. 4, 5, 6. Bend your knees, round your spine, take it down. 2, 3, 4. Knees are bent, let your head release. Inhale up. 2, hit the middle on 3, 4, arch, lift your chest and heart. 6, exhale down. 2, 3, bending your knees. 4, 5, 6. Let your head go. Inhale. 2, coming up. 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale down. It could just be that you're going to here, right? You don't have to go the whole way if it's too much to go all the way. Inhale, open your heart, look to the heavens, reach out to the gods and goddesses. Exhale, take it down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hit the earth. Open your feet wider. Shift from side to side. Let your head totally drop down. Relax your neck. Bending one knee, bending the other. This could also be happening up here, right? So it doesn't have to be down here, but it could be here, or even here, or here. And then come into center and roll all the way up. And we're going to get down on the floor and sit in the cross-legged position. Welcome to my back porch. It is really one of the best things about this house, this screened-in back porch, and the cats love it. Even in the winter, the cats go and hang out on the back porch. We do not let them outside into the world, which is kind of sad, but I do feel like that white kitty would just run out in front of a car as soon as he got outside. I just can tell by his weirdness. Side stretch. Inhale, open. Lord Gaylord, who is not with us at the moment, he is upstairs in my bedroom. Peapod is out here, but you can't see her. But Lord Gaylord was a New York City cat that was owned by someone who was very loving. He was a great cat. But then who knows what happened to that someone? And Lord Gaylord was found on the streets of New York City. And, and I had been on the market for a cat, but I had looked at like sites of like, ASPCA or whatever. And I was like, I just didn't see anything. It just didn't feel right. And then I was at ballet class one day at Steps, And my friend Kathy Boyd Lloyd said, "Do you need a cat?" And I said, "Yes." And then I got Lord Gaylord. But Lord Gaylord, because he was out on the streets of New York City alone without his family, whatever happened, we don't know the backstory. He doesn't really want to go outside. Take it around. And these two kitties, like they don't try and get outside when I go outside, they don't go outside. So while I do think cats were really made to be outside, I'm sure the bird population of my yard is happy not to have them out there. Circling around and come up. Take a quick spiral, the top leg, and then the other way. And then we're going to do the floor flow change. You're going to lean back, straighten out both legs, cross it the other way. Floor show. Side stretch. We're changing this. You're going to hollow and round forward. You're going to inhale, arch. Open chest and lungs. Exhale. Down. Inhale. Open. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Take it to the side. Go a little deeper. And inhale. Open it up. Over to the other side. Exhale forward. Inhale. Arch and open. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Use your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. Open it up. Last one. Forward and back. Take it a little deeper to that side. And inhale up. Spiraling towards the top leg. Spiraling towards the bottom leg. And then just take it forward. Shift your body slightly from side to side. Let your head and neck release. Let your spine ripple and wave. So rippling side to side movement, snaking through your spine, letting your head and neck release as much as possible, creating space for the discs, space for the vertebrae, space for the spinal cord. And come up and let's lay down on our backs. Come in for a landing. Oh, I had a nice little adjustment in my sacrum there. Feel the earth underneath you as if it is a loving parent holding you. The earth, the planet Earth, has your back right now, right? You are on it. You're not going to fall off. The gravitational pull of the earth is going to keep you connected. So finding a sense of belonging by just being here right now in your body on the planet, feeling the connection to the earth. Relaxing into that. And then moving your knees from side to side, just tick-tocking your legs. You can windshield wipe side to side, letting that massage through your hips and lower back. Inner thighs releasing through the middle. Your clunge. I think that's what the word was. Let your clunge have some freedom. I'm gonna have to see if I can find that. It's a female, a woman, this woman who's sort of, I guess, a comedian. She's very funny. And of course, I've only seen her once and I don't remember her name. On the Instagram, take it and cross and then go a little deeper on the other side. If spiraling hurts, maybe don't do this. But if spiraling feels okay, big twist to one side, big twist to the other side. This might be the point, Sasha, where you think, I need more space. I'm moving to the living room. Bring it back into center. Hands down by your sides. Let's take your push into your feet, lift your pelvis, take your arms over your head, and exhale, hold in the hips and bring it back down. Inhale, pressing up, high, exhale, fold, and lower. So as we press up, we're trying to Lift our pelvis, bridge it up there as high as it can go. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, press it up. Exhale, hold it down. Inhale, press. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. Leave your hands on the ground. Press your pelvis up. Circles with your hips. Big circles if you feel good about that. Small ones if you need to make them smaller. But mobilizing, getting that movement in the hip socket, movement in the spine. Don't lock your neck in place. Just let your head do whatever it wants to do and change direction. Although ideally, as your head is here, you're basically looking up. Like you don't want to look side to side a whole lot. Let this massage out your shoulders as well. So you're getting not more tension in your upper back, but you're getting a little bit of movement and release. Come into center, roll it down through your spine. Take your arms and legs up in the air, give them a shake. Shake them more, shake more, shake more, shake more, and release. Bend your knees into your armpits, open it up, and wiggle around. Shake More is the festival that my band just played in a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, near Baltimore. Open, grab your knees, big circles with your knees. Change direction, lubricating up your hip sockets, releasing your lower back. Take your hands and feet up to the ceiling, make circles with your ankles and wrists, circling out and then circling in. Just feeling how much that moves the tissue in your calf, in your forearm, right? Waking those extremities up. Shake them out, shake them out, shake them out. Come down. I'm going to grab my ball. I have this weighted 8-pound ball. If you don't have a set of weights or any kind of weight, just hold your hands together. It might be okay anyway. And I'm going to put my knees together. My heels are wide, pigeon-toed knock-kneed position, circling around my body. If you have a weight, grab it. If you don't worry about it. Circling around. If your shoulders are hurting, bring it in a little tighter, right? If you've got issues in your rotator cuff, this could be ball close to your body. If your rotator cuff is fairly healthy, then reach it out further away from you. Breathing. And then change direction on the next one. Go the other way. Inhale, open. Exhale as you come up. Letting this massage out your back. If you're really bony, this may hurt a little bit, right? So be easy with your body. Get more padding if you need it. Last one. Good. And release it. Let it go. Let's open our arms outside side, hands palm down, knee into your chest, knees into your chest, big spiral from side to side. Turning your head away from your legs. If your back feels good, your back is hurting, turn your head in the same direction, or just use this to roll instead of spiraling. So you have lots of options. Big spiral or just rolling across your back. Make it harder by straightening out your legs if you want to. Good. And then come in. If you have migrated, just readjust yourself, relocate if necessary. Opening your arms out, reach your legs out, flex your feet. You're going to, as if you're taking off a shirt, arms circle down, and then inhale, open it up. Exhale, looking towards your feet. Inhale, open. Exhale, up. I'm only just coming past my shoulder blades, so I'm not trying to come I'm not doing a full roll up, just rolling up from my head to the middle of my back with a big arm circle. And change direction, pulling on a shirt. Use your breath, fill up your lungs. Wings of the heart, wings of the lungs are making these big circles. So your arms, the wings of your heart, wings of your lungs. Open. Last one. Lay down, relax, shake it out for a second, jiggle your body, shake like jello, shake, shake, shake. Try to stay as relaxed as possible, digging your heels into the floor, into your mat, taking a heel rock. We're trying to send a ripple of movement up and down through our whole body. So pelvis should be bobbling up and down, rib cage, lungs getting a little wave of movement, head and neck bobbling. Chances are you're really good at stillness and not as good as at motion. So you're working on sending this wave of movement through your body. Yeah, we have been trained to sit still, to be quiet. Shut up, sit still, do your thing, focus. But that's not really great for our body mind system. Not like to rein it all in and grip it all down and lock it all up. We want to open it back up. Freedom in our body, freedom in our mind. All right. Open your feet wider than your sticky mat. Internally rotate one leg at a time. Knees are bent, just spiraling in. This should be good for your uh, hip that you're rolling across, and also lengthening out your quad, your quadricep quadrophenia, your quadrilatus. It's really your quadricep, this big set of four big muscles going together called the quadricep, 4 sections. Bring it in, push the floor away, hamstrings, push and pull. Try to keep your pelvis high, pushing with your feet, pushing and pulling. Feeling your quads and your hamstrings, your ham hocks. Good. Roll it down through your spine. We're going to do this little section. I'm going to offer a few different versions because I know I have some mobility issues in this class. So, or at least if they're still here, I'm not looking, Leslie, you there? What we're going to do, the easier version is you're only going to come up to here and then you're going to take it back down to the floor. If you feel dizzy at all, you're going to stop. But if you can, you're just going to come onto one side, come up to sitting, come back to the floor, take it to the other side. Sasha, also, you might want to do this easier version if you haven't been doing a lot, just getting up part way. For my people that are in my class all the time, you're going to get up all the way to standing and get back down. So either you're coming up to sitting by rolling across and sitting, or you're coming all the way up to standing and taking it back down. And we can do this in any way. I can roll back and forth and come up. Hello, plant in my face. I can come to my side, spiraling up, or I can come up and down from my face on the floor, right? In multiple different ways. So what we want to start doing is building a variety of ways. I can use the couch to help me down. But one of the most important things for the rest of your life is to be able to move up and down. If you can move up and down, if you can move, if you can mobilize, if you can travel to the grocery store on your own legs, if you can go to your friend's house through the use of your own body, chances are you're going to live a longer, healthier life. You can try this in various ways. I know Linda has a way of doing it with leaving one limb out each time. So like maybe one arm doesn't do it, the other arm, one leg doesn't do it. Can you get up without using a leg, right? Is there a way up? Oh, and then I can hop around and I can take it back down, still not using my leg. That's for the more advanced people, right? Make it work for you. Are there ways to get up and down without a limb? And this is like a really good workout, doing it without one limb. And to be honest, this is a much more functional workout than all the mat stuff, than any Pilates class, than any yoga class where we aren't doing this type of movement, getting up and getting down. Ah, finding your way back to the floor. One of my ballet teachers, who Leslie also knows, Trisha Kay, she's the woman who started Katie Dance. She used to dance in the Oakland Ballet. And she used to say, if there was some part of class that you didn't want to do, this is a good time to fix your leg warmers, get a drink of water, go to the bathroom. So notice for yourself, is there a section of class that you tune out during? You're like, I don't need to do that. And if it's this section, push yourself to do the thing you don't want to do. If you're injured, if you really can't do it, that's fine. But we want to be challenging ourselves to do the things, not that we force ourselves into stuff, but challenging ourselves to do things that we might be avoiding. Like, oh, sometimes in our life, there might be things that we're avoiding because we just don't want to deal with it, but we'd feel so much better if we did. So figure that out in your workout. If that's something that you're doing, maybe try to challenge yourself to do that stuff. Okay, all fours. If you can't do all fours, this is the other version of all fours. You're still on your hands and your feet, but your knees aren't bent. This is just an option. We're going to start with a free flow spinal exercise using the theta breath. Theta breath is a soft hiss exhale. If you're out of breath because of all the standing up and getting back down, you might not be able to do theta right now, or from yelling around like I'm doing teaching class. Let's see. But what we're going to do is just kind of cat-cow, add some up and down, add some wagging of the tail, and some ripples and waves. So basically, you're free-flowing your spine with theta breath. Either standing on your legs with your hands on something in front of you, or hands and knees. You could even do this here down on your elbows. Slow it down, come into that hissing theta breath. Give your body some freedom. Listen in. What would be curious? What would feel good? Close your eyes, come into your own experience, come into the moment. Where else would you be? If you have an inner critic that's giving you a hard time, just let them sit, preferably in another room. Send them to their room. Send them away, or let them sit on the couch, but let the inner critic be quiet. Whatever you're doing, you have shown up for yourself. That's good. That's enough to be letting go of the inner critic. Come down below the level of criticism into the level of sensation, into the level of movement. The movement in your body is not criticizing you. Let's take it into a forearm plank, a slightly easier version. Your knees are on the floor. If you are standing, you could do this against the wall. One knee to the floor at a time, parallel if you're going at the more advanced level. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Pushing forward and backward, head forward, heels back. If you're against the wall, you're just pushing up and down. And then you're going to cross under, touching your knee across the opposite side. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Take it down to the floor. Surrender. Again, coming down into the planet, feeling the support of the earth under your body. The earth supports our tissues. The earth supports our blood. The earth supports our nervous system. Like we were made to be here on the planet Earth. And when we are in nature with the planet Earth, it's easier to feel that connection and let go of some of the other people-y stuff that might be messing us up. Bend your knees, let your legs fall from side to side. If you are a particular airy or airheaded person, often very creative, and you need to come down to the ground, start to really build this relationship with the earth underneath you. Feel the connection to the earth. Our human bodies belong on this planet. Our fascia forms in direct response to the gravitational pull of the earth. We are born to live with this sun at this exact distance from the sun, right? What I'm saying is there isn't a really good plan B. So let's make the best and the best possible relationship with this earth that we're on. Okay, we are going to take the arms out to the sides, little circles with your arms. Feet are still on the floor, so it's just the upper body. Flex out through the heels of the hands. Make fists down towards the floor. Lift everything up, arms and legs. Float it around like you're flying in a cloud. Imaginary, like it's beautiful and wonderful. Probably be really cold and wet and horrible. Hands next to your chest. Arch all the way up. Bend your knees. Take it back. Child's pose. Wiggle around in your child's pose. I'm going to have a sip of water. And then we're going to come back to our stomachs. Arms out to the side, circling in the other direction. If you can't figure out what that is, don't worry about it. Flex through the heels of the hands. Fists down towards the floor. Inhale everything up, reach it out, float around, fly in the heavens. Take your hands next to your chest, arch, 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 and bring it back to the ground. So we're going to go up and down a few times here, opening the front of your body if it feels good, or if you want to try it, bend your knees, try and touch your toes to your head, take it back down. Opening the front of your body. Last one. I have a little scrape cut on my knee. This is really weird. From falling over the edge of my bed on my knees because I was like the corner of my bed is like in a weird place, and I was crossing over to open a door, and the cat, Teapot, jumped right up and kind of got underneath me, where if I had put my weight down, I would have crushed her. So instead of doing that, I flew over the edge of the bed, landing on all fours. And it was okay, but I do have a little scrape on my knee now. Everyone needed to know that. The thing about moving a lot is your body can receive impact in a better way than if you don't move a lot. And also your body learns how to manage it. So yes, I fell over the edge of the bed, not at night, like I wasn't sleeping or anything. I was just trying not to murder my cat. All right, let's come into a elbow and bent knees, kind of like a little jester. I don't know why I think of this as a jester, but I do. Up and down, pressing to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, 12. And now the big reveal of the Shake More shirt that I'm actually wearing from a few years ago. Legs around to the other side. Elbow underneath you. Both knees are bent 12 times up and down. I'm having a cat hair attack over here. Going 1. I did clean beforehand, but still, there's a lot of cat hair around this house. Even if you vacuum like every other day, it's still, or every 3 days, a whole lot. I'm not counting. I think we have about six more. Six, five, four, three, two, one, and take it down. Let's open up into a straddle. Your straddle might be like here. If you need to bend your knees to sit up in your sit bones, that's fine. Let it be where it is. This is like, I have been dancing my whole life. So if you're judging yourself according to me, you may be more open than me, but don't judge yourself according to my body. Our bodies are all different. Let's take it to the side stretch. Breathe, lengthening from the inside to the outside. Turn and face the leg. Walk it into center. You can bend your knees there if you need to. Push the floor away to come up. Side stretch. Turn and face your leg. Walk it into center. And come up. Let's bring it in. We're going to do a little bit more sort of Pilates-ish exercise. Arms out. You're going to twist, reach it out over your leg, and inhale, open up. Be careful with this one, Linda. Spiral, reach it out, inhale, open. Spiral and lengthen. Roll it back up, spread your wings. Spiral, lengthen, roll it up, and spread. You can flex your feet if you want to, which will give you a bigger stretch through the back of the leg. If you don't need a bigger stretch, relax your feet. Good. And release, bring it in. Just roll across one butt cheek and then the other. Massaging out your glutes and rotators, commonly known as the glutators, the glutator tots. This is the thing about people who teach fitness that I noticed when I worked at Equinox and I took other people's classes. They make the same jokes over and over and over again. That's the way it is with jokes, right? It's not like it's always fresh. It's like sometimes it's the same joke and sometimes it's still really funny. So I guess that's how it is, right? Do we need a fresh, brand new joke to think it's funny? Is it that stale, old, crusty joke? Is it still funny? These are the things we need to know, right? Important stuff. All right, let's do just a little bit more arm work. I'm going to do regular push-ups. So I distinguish regular push-ups as hands a little wider, elbows going more out to the sides versus tricep push-ups with hands narrower, like a yoga push-up, elbows in. So I'm doing more open, more pec push-ups. You choose your poison. I'm going to do a push-up and a knee drop, a push-up and a knee drop. You might want to leave your knees on the floor. You might even want to just do it like this, right? You have my permission to do that kind of push-up. Or this kind of push-up with a pop up. All right, here we go. Push up and then something happens. Oh, I've been going to Planet Fitness with Anthony and doing a lot of pushing, and I can feel that I am stronger. Turns out using the machines can be beneficial. Not that I didn't know that. We're going to go back to our side plank. We're almost done, so don't freak out. Taking it to your side plank. You can leave your knees on the floor. You can be here. You can be here. I'm going to go with my top foot in front of the bottom foot. You could even be here to do it, but I like this because then I can really focus on a good position. Circles with the top arm. Inhale, open, exhale, closed. Connecting the circle to the breath. And then change direction, pushing the floor away. Long body. And come down. Switch it to the other side. Again, make this work for you. You might do way less than me. You don't, it's fine. You can be here. Make it work for you. Circles. Other way. Good. And come in. Cross-legged position. Side stretch. And then the other side. Just opening up, relaxing the inner body. Very gentle. Doesn't have to be your most extreme stretch. Then I'm going to take one foot in front of the other so that it's not crossed on top, but it's in front. And I'm taking it forward and down. Breathing into it. And then changing. Let's do it the fun way. Open and close. Any version of that opening and closing. Lean back, open, close. It's just movement. Taking it side to side. When I was growing up dancing, like everyone was like always in the dance world, just like avoid the crotch shot at all costs. Like never do that to the front to the audience. Like that was like the whatever, the dance world that I was in. And now it just seems like that's what everyone's doing all the time. It's all about the crotch shot as opposed to it being something different. All right, taking front foot in front of the back foot, take it down, breathe. And at the same time, it's all just movement. It's just movement. We put all these meanings to everything, cultural meanings, political meanings, all this different meaning to stuff. And then come up, unscramble your legs, give them a bang, rotate in and out. What if movement was just movement? And then take it into a forward fold. You can bend your knees here if you need to. Breathe into it. And then come up. We're just going to do a little butt walk forward and a butt walk back. Your body does whatever it needs to do this butt walk. So I feel like this butt walk and the getting up and getting down and some of the breath work and lymph flush are probably the most important things in the class. Can you mobilize your body if you didn't have legs? Could you walk around? And the chances are, if you've practiced this, the answer would be yes. Yes, I can. I don't need my legs. I can get from here to there. Might take a little while. So we want to practice different ways of moving, for the tissue and the joints and the fascia, all that stuff, so that it hydrates, it lubricates, it has more dynamic responsiveness and flexibility and range of motion. Not that we need to be super hypermobile, but we want to have enough mobility. And we also want our body to pick up these patterns of what is this walking pattern from my butt compared to when I'm walking, right? So picking up a patterning that doesn't have to be perfect because there isn't a perfect one, but lets you move. All right, let's come up, standing up. We have arrived at the end of the class. We're going to inhale, open, big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Let out some sound if that feels good. Inhale. Shake it out, let it go, let it go. Inhale, open. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Bouncy, trouncy, let it go, let go, let go, let go. Yay. Pat yourself on the back. You did it. Anyone in TV land, I got to do the TV land check. If you made it to this point, you win. You win the prize. What is the prize? It is a healthier body that hopefully feels good. Oh, we got somebody watching out there. So thanks for joining. I'm going to close out the live stream and come into